Hello out there and welcome to English Teacher Plays. We're here with Utopia Colony, which is a new game. It's on Steam, and full disclosure, I did receive my copy of the game for free. Now, I'm pretty sure it's actually not new. I think it came out like a year ago or 2 years ago or something. But regardless, I did receive my copy recently. And sorry for the lack of uploads the last couple of days. I've been busy doing the 48-hour film festival here in New Zealand, and it took up all of my time and energy because obviously it's pretty intense. If you've ever done it, it's an intense thing. But anyways, we're gonna play this game and let's get to it.
Hold up.
Alright, so we're gonna jump in. Oh, we're burning through an atmosphere. Gotta love that. I do like burning through atmospheres. Definitely enjoy watching my Kerbals explode. You know, when you come in too hot and you're like, and then they just die. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. I'm very excited for Kerbal Space Program 2. I'm hoping it's good because I mean, is this still, what is happening here? Why is this taking so long? Yeah, Kerbal Space Program 1 is definitely one of my favorite games. When they got bought out by Rockstar or some big publisher anyway.
Cool. I'm finally on Mars. Wow. Look at that landscape.
So we got some voice acting.
I can see my habitat module over there. Wow. I landed really close to it.
Okay. I guess the point is that I'm supposed to go over there. That running animation is just... Look at that.
Oxygen level. It is decreasing fast. These suits are nice and light, but they do not hold a lot of oxygen.
The voice acting is very quiet. That's fine. Just... Man, people do not run like that. That's okay.
Yes, copper ore.
Right, so we're gathering some copper ore that was right outside of our habitation module, so that's handy. I mean, how long do you gather copper ore for? A while. We filled our backpack. Cool.
Nice place.
I mean, is it a nice place? Alright, sell all ore. Increase food inventory by 10%. Increase water and spacesuit upgrade. Alright, how much money do we have? I don't know. Did we buy that? I don't know what's going on. Let's sell our ore. So we have 4,000 credits now. Let's buy the first spacesuit upgrade. Buy the second spacesuit upgrade. Okay. Oh. I don't know what just happened. I pressed E again. Oh. We've got some scripted content coming in. Delivery complete. All right. So now we've got a better backpack, I think. So if we come out here and we
Yes, copper ore.
collect some more copper ore. I mean, I thought our backpack was supposed to fit more. I don't know. We'll see. I upgraded my suit, I thought. I bought the second upgrade for the suit. So if it's just 10 ore again, then obviously it didn't upgrade very well, did it? But I guess we'll find out. We will definitely find out. It's 12 ore. Right. So if we go back up here and we go... Sell our ore? Sure. Now we can buy that. We've got a little while later. Yeah. I'm just realizing my light is a little bit... It's a little bit bright. It's like washing my face out. So I just turned my light down a little bit. I don't know if I'm like... Okay, I don't know if I... So I gathered all the ore that's available. Oh yeah, I found some more ore. There's an ore drop-off zone.
Yes, silicon ore.
Right. So far, the gameplay is pretty. Yeah, I don't want to. Oh, I can zoom out. That's handy. I don't want to say dire because it's fine, but there's not really much in the way of feeling like I exist in the world. You know, it's one of those where like the game could definitely do with some sound effects. Because like, why is there no sound effects for me digging? And like, how am I collecting the silica ore? You know, it's just a bit odd. That's right. Oh, we got mad hops, of course. Dropped off 19 units of ore. All right, let's go.
Okay, let's check out these indicators. Top left is oxygen and backpack of the suit. Below is food and water for my base. Top right is credits and ore at the base. Okay, that is easy.
Right, so we did the thing. So let's go back in. All right, let's what else can we buy? We can buy the vehicle rover. Nice. So let's so silicate ore is much worse. I see. So the copper ore, increased power production. Yeah, there's no sound. There's no sound in here, of course. So okay, so we can refine stuff. Sure. Okay. A while later, nobody wants to watch that happen every time. That's just boring. All right. So silicate. Oh, we can. The hops is way faster. I'm just saying. Silicate ore isn't worth picking up. Let's get some copper ore. We got mad hops. What is this?
Awesome iron ore.
Awesome iron ore. All right. Well, I guess I'll fast forward till we find some more content. Yeah. So I bought the rover, and now I guess we're just driving around. Oh, it has a boost, but I think the boost actually just speeds up the frames. Watch this. That doesn't actually look like the vehicle's going faster. It's just it just speeds up time. That is pretty funny. That is pretty funny. All right, so the game is still exactly the same. We still get out, we press E on the ore deposit, and we wait till our backpack fills up, and then we get back into the truck. Oof.
Here we go.
Just not amazing, is it?
Yes.
Like, the game's fine. It's probably the nicest thing I can say about it is that it does function, but realistically it's a giant empty map with a reddish orange tint so that it's Mars, and really there's just nothing else going on here, man. It's like just barren. It's just a wasteland.
Let's roll.
What's wrong? What's wrong is that the game is real boring. There's just nothing happening. Oh my god. Okay, so I can't climb up hills with this giant rover, man. What is the point of this rover? It cannot climb up a little hill. That is really embarrassing. It looks like the rover looks like the rover gives you infinite oxygen, which I guess is handy. It's just, everything is just it's so soulless. Everything feels so empty, you know, and just, yeah, I'm not vibing it. Really not vibing it. That's okay. Maybe we'll keep driving. We'll keep driving around. We'll see what else we can find, and I guess I'll fast forward as we get further away from the base. Right, so there's a solar flare detected. And I'm supposed to go to that place, but this thing can't climb even very, very tiny hills, so you get stuck. So there's just... So, I mean, I think we're just gonna die. That's fine. I actually don't mind. You know, being put out of my misery would be a relief here because, oof, you know, I mean, just unfortunately... Oh no. Unfortunately, the game is just a big nothing burger. Yeah. So the rover is not able to climb even the tiniest of hills. Yeah. It reminds me of the opposite of the Mako, you know, from Mass Effect. In that this is a pile of trash that doesn't work, and the Mako is a pile of trash that does work. You see? I guess we're gonna drive to Rua 51, which is a shelter.
I have to hurry up.
So I don't know why we're going there. I mean, is that another colonization thing? Why am I out here by myself if there's already a city? None of this makes any sense. So we got 3 minutes. I'll fast forward. Right, so I can press shift, right? And I thought, you know, I was like, oh, maybe it is going faster, but it's not. It literally is just, it's speeding up time. So when you press shift, you're just doubling the time because it actually is speeding up the clock as well. So all I'm doing is saving myself the time, and there's not actually a boost or anything. I don't know how we're supposed to get to this shelter. It just doesn't seem reasonable.
Radiation will be here soon.
Yeah. I mean, there's just nothing out here. Okay, well, I don't know, man. I found some content, but it was just a journal, and then there's this whole mining base here, and they used to mine deuterium ore here, but then, like, why did they stop? And also, why don't we just use this base? There's, like, Yeah, but there's no reason to leave. There's literally no reason at all that I wouldn't just use this base instead of my own one. I mean, it's already built. Everything's already here. There's no reason why I would ever use my own base instead of this one. Like, you know, it doesn't actually make any sense. And I set it to refine some deuterium ore, and now it's just gone. Anyways, let's go look at the description and see what the game has to say for itself. Alright, Utopia Colony, the year is 2033. You, an ex-marine with little opportunities left, have signed up with Utopia Aurora, a large mining corporation on Mars. They have sent you to a location they have proposed, but you have chosen for mining. Everything else is up to you. So it's an early access, right? So the game was released in February of 2020, so it's been in early access since then. Let's see, Utopia Colony has finished the first stage of development, and we'd love to get players involved. There's quite a few things you can do, and more is on the way. We're really interested in any and all feedback you can provide in as much detail as possible. We'd like to invite everyone to join us in this. Utopia Colony is getting closer to finished, but there are still several features that we wish to add before it is ready. We expect the game to stay in early access for several months. I suppose that doesn't, you know, that could be any time. We plan to improve the bases, add more gameplay, perform more testing, gather user input, and perform various improvements. Main gameplay in place: mining rocks, base upgrading the base, selling ore, trading ore, driving the rover, drill mining, missions, tasks, etc. Plan to increase the price. Right, so it currently costs $20.49. That is a lot. That is very expensive for a game that looks and plays like this, with this amount of content in it. That is a huge amount to be asking people to be spending. Like, I'm all for a lonely game on Mars, about being lonely on Mars, but when the gameplay is literally drive to a pile of rocks, press E on the pile of rocks and dig, I have to be thinking, no, it's just not good enough, you know? It's not there. But let's review. Utopia Colony is a promising space colonization adventure game, mining, exploration, upgrading your base. It's in early access, but dev bring huge content improvement on each and frequent update. Finally, a game in space that is not all about shoot 'em up. It's about exploring, prospecting, and science on Mars. Real space with real physics. I mean, there's no real physics. Like, the amount of hops that you have is just ridiculous, and your rover can't drive up basic hills. It's very, very, very bad. Operate a mining outpost on Mars. You start with a small base. You can earn credits, the currency on Mars in 2033, by mining rocks around the base for ore. When you've earned enough credits, you can purchase a rover that enables you to drive out and mine rocks further out. Excellent. If only the gameplay loop there wasn't just so dreary and boring. Mining rocks is very boring. It's the sort of thing, like, you do a little bit of it in Satisfactory. You know, you have to mine stuff manually for a while, and then it's like, cool, here's how you upgrade that to being automated, and here's how you automate the automation, and, you know, like, it starts building on it, and so you're constantly learning new things. I mined a bunch of rocks, upgraded my spacesuit, then mined a bunch more rocks, then got the rover, and the point is that I'm still just mining rocks, and it's really, really, really boring. The core gameplay loop of mining rocks is very boring. We found Rua 51, which is apparently where we're supposed to hide when the solar flares happen. Why not just live there? You know, it solves the problem. Why not just base out of there rather than trying to build a base where you know that you're going to get hit with solar flares all the time? It doesn't make any sense at all. Go on missions to outpost facilities, the dome colony, etc. Research tasks become available when you have upgraded your base to the highest level and have hired a researcher. There are different tasks at different locations. No, I'm never going to get there because the actual gameplay of upgrading my base and stuff is really, really dreary and boring. Really, really boring. Like, incredibly boring. It's just nothing. There's nothing happening. Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. Let's have a look and see what people have said. So, Bat Prince, a resource collecting, upgrading based survival game on Mars. Build colony habitats. A bright space based future is ahead. So he gave it a thumbs up. Let's see. That game isn't fun at all. There's no animation, no music. It looks like a 3D development engine tutorial. Don't expect digging like in Gold Rush or something like a mining simulator. No, it's like collecting ore in an MMORPG with your hands. Yeah, that was weird. And that's the only animation in the game. The minimap is bugged. When you die, you can start a new game, but that's just the same game. You continue. Message dev. If you put your hearth into the game, they must mean heart, I think you should remove it from Steam. If you need funding, start a Kickstarter or something like that. It's not in a state to be in early access. I'm a dev myself. I know it's not a nice review, but honestly, it needs a lot more work to be done to call it a game. Right, been playing this now for about 2 hours offline, which is how I like to play my games, and all I have to say is, finally a game in space that is not all about shoot 'em up. It's right. So this is exactly what the quoted review is, Games Without Borders. Interesting, but this is Valterbeck, who is not Games Without Borders. He's a different person. So, of course, we're going to, that certainly adds the credibility. I played it a few times, and it's scripted. No loading a save point if you die. You'll just have to start at the beginning, which is very frustrating. Example, early on, there's a solar flare, and having played the game a few times, I headed there directly, only to be denied access for some unknown reason. I died. You have to drive to Utopia Colony for no reason, and you'll spend 30 minutes to an hour getting there, and the same to get back to your camp. Upgrades are very simplistic. There could be a lot more that following a storyline. This wasn't what I thought it was. Sorry. This game is not worth the asking price. There's something very suspicious going on here. The developer's Facebook page has zero information about what the future holds or what they have been working on to get to this stage. It almost feels like they've already thrown the towel in, as there have been no communication since the release date, which is now a week ago. Right. Come on, developers. We're sick of all the excuses. Heard them all a million times before. Quite enjoyable if you're in need of a Martian mining itch scratched, but like your game's a little more on the fun side. Has around 11 hours of content at present. Okay. Sure. Finally, a space, sci-fi, peaceful, combat-free solo mining game. Except for the mining is really boring. It's incredibly boring. Mining doesn't have to be boring. It can be fun. It can be interesting. There can be stuff happening, but like, oof. Yeah, great graphics and has potential, but as it stands in February 2022, it's as boring as dirt. Yeah, I mean, that's where I'm at. It's just boring. The whole thing is just hella boring. So let's look at Grid Sky Software AS. So they made a game called Alien AI, which they released after Utopia Colony. And those are their two games. Sure. Why not? Yeah, I mean, I think we've seen enough. It's very boring. The content is just mining. And the mining is just digging with your hands, and that's the extent of the content that exists. There's a little bit of voice acting, which, I applaud, but everything else is just boring. So, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like the video if you liked it, or dislike it if you dislike it. Subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment down below, and I will put the link to this in the description, but yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend it at the current price. So, I'll see you guys next time. Class dismissed.